So hello and welcome to today's class. In today's class, we'll be discussing about the aldehyde functional group. Before starting the video, again I would like to remind that those who have not still subscribed my channel, please subscribe it so that you can get the latest updates of all the videos. Okay, so let's start with the video. So we are going to see aldehyde functional group. So aldehyde is a terminal functional group, right? So we should know first what is terminal functional group. So terminal functional group. So terminal functional group means the group which is always coming at the end of the chain, right? So the group which always comes at the end of the chain, right? For example, CH3, CH2, CHO. This is the functional group for aldehyde. You can see that it is coming always at the end. Or one more example, CHO, CH2, 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 CH3. Again it is coming at the terminal position, right? So terminal functional groups are the groups which always comes at the end of the chain, right? So aldehyde is a terminal functional group. Okay, so now we'll see what is this functional group, what is the suffix for this, and how to name these compounds. General formula is RCHO. Okay, this is also written as RCOH. This is the expanded form of CHO. Okay, now here this R part is alkyl group and this is the functional group. Functional group, right? So what is the suffix for aldehyde? Suffix for aldehyde is al. Okay, right? We'll see some examples. Suppose the compound given to you is HCHO, right? This is the aldehyde which does not obey this general formula, right? Here you can see R is present. R means at least it will have one carbon atom, whereas here we have put hydrogen, right? So the only aldehyde which do not obey this general formula, right? Now how to name this? Again there are two systems of naming. One is common system, and other one is IUPAC system. Okay, so what is common system and what is IUPAC system? In IUPAC system, all the rules are same whatever we are learning from the beginning, right? You have to select the number of carbon atoms, right? Here you have only one carbon atom in the parent chain. Okay, so in IUPAC we are writing this as alk in al. Okay, so in IUPAC we are writing aldehyde as alkanal, right? The common names of aldehydes are derived from the common names of carboxylic acid. Okay, so for one carbon atom, right, for one carbon atom, the carboxylic acid commonly called See, suppose if you have HCOOH, this is the functional group for carboxylic acid. Okay, so for one carbon compound, the carboxylic acid's common name is formic acid. Okay, here ic acid is used as suffix for carboxylic acid. So what we'll do, we'll take this form part, right? So we'll use this part here. So the common name is form and the complete name of the functional group, aldehyde, right? So the common name of this compound is formaldehyde and the IUPAC name is ALK. What is ALK here? One carbon atom. So meth. Whenever meth, always AN and followed by al. So the complete name is methanol. Okay. Again, if you see here, meth is word root, an is primary suffix and al is secondary suffix, right? We will see some more examples. So this is the compound given to you. Okay. Now, common name for this compound is acet aldehyde, right? You must remember the first two common names. Okay, they are useful. So the common name here is acetaldehyde. Okay, and IUPAC name will be, you have two carbon atoms in the parent chain. So for two carbon atom, the word root is eth. You have single bond between them, so ane and al, right? So the IUPAC name is ethanol. Okay, if you split this ethanol, this eth is word root, ane is primary suffix and al is secondary suffix. Okay, we will see some more examples. Okay, so these are the examples. If you see the first one, you have to select the longest chain. So the longest chain can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I am going this way, then I have 5 carbon atoms in the parent chain. If I am coming like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, here 6 carbon atoms. So I will take this one as my longest chain, right? After selecting the longest chain, you have to number the chain, right? Since aldehyde is the terminal functional group, so always you should number from the aldehyde side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6 carbon atom compound, in which on 4th carbon you have a CH3 group, which is called as methyl group, right? So the name becomes 4-methyl, right? And for 6 carbon atom, hex, you have single bond between these carbons, so suffix is ane, and finally secondary suffix is al. So 4-methyl hexanal. Okay, so this part is prefix, this part is word root, this primary suffix, and this part is secondary suffix, right? Coming to this example, so here this is your longest chain. You have to number the chain from the side from where CHO group is nearer. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now you can see it clearly that you have 2 methyl groups, one at 3rd position and other one at 4th position, right? So the name becomes 3, 4. You have 2 methyl groups, so 3, 4 dimethyl. Okay, and for 5 carbon atom, word root is pent. You have single bond between all the carbon atoms, ane, followed by suffix al, right? So the complete name is 3,4 dimethyl pentanal. Again, this methyl part, this methyl part is your prefix. This is prefix. Pent is word root, ane is primary suffix, and al is secondary suffix, right? We will see few more examples so that you will get a more clear picture. So these are two examples, we will see them one by one. Here this is your longest chain. Okay, you have to number the chain from the side from where CHO group is near. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So you have one methyl group at 4th position and one multiple bond which is beginning at 2nd position, right? So the name becomes 4 methyl, then 5 carbon atom in the parent chain, pent. Okay. Now primary suffix, what will be the primary suffix? See, you have one double bond at 2nd position. So 2nd position you have ene, right, followed by al. Okay. Now here one thing you can notice, normally we are writing ene as ene, right? Since this is my secondary suffix which is beginning with vowel. So when the secondary suffix begins with a vowel, the terminal e of primary suffix is removed. That is why we have written only en and not ene. Okay. So this is the complete name of the compound, where this methyl is prefix part, pent is word root, ene is primary suffix, and al is secondary suffix. Okay. Now see the next one. This is your parent chain. You have to number the chain. Again, numbering from the side from where CHO is nearer. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more thing you keep in mind, that you have to include the carbon which is coming in the functional group in the parent chain, right? So now at 3rd carbon atom you have one alkyl group which is ethyl, C2H5. So the name becomes 3-ethyl pent ane al. Okay. So ethyl is prefix, pent is word root, ane is primary suffix, and al is secondary suffix, right? So I hope this aldehyde group is clear to you. If still you have any doubt, you can very well ask me in the comment section without any hesitation, and definitely I will clarify all your doubts. So thank you very much. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe my channel. Press the bell icon to get the latest updates on upcoming videos.